Let's make it a company problem, not a you problem. If you're a limited company owner, just give me a few minutes so that I can help you bring that tax bill down. As a business accountant, this is the framework my team and I go through when we're thinking about how best to pay an owner from a limited company. And I want to share it with you so you can use a few of these ideas straight away in your business. Because the thing is, if you're already working with an accountant, they'll be doing a lot of this, but they can't be with you in your head all the time. And I want to put this concept with you so you can think about it while you're out and about in your everyday life. And you might be thinking, Dan, there's no way I'm going to be out and about in my life thinking about tax, mate. But I will give you one concept that I'm sure you'll be able to remember. So this awesome drawing is our tax funnel. And down here in the green is all the clever stuff. And all the stuff over here is the more easy things. This red line here, we do not cross. This is the aggressive stuff. This is the things you'll see where people will talk about offshore tax schemes or things that sound too good to be true, and they generally are. But the thing I want you to remember is it a you problem or is it a company problem? And if the answer isn't a company problem, this is where we want to start using the funnel. So for example, start to look at things that you're paying for. So let's take your mobile phone bill. If you're paying for your mobile phone bill right now, the company could actually contract for that mobile phone bill and take it off of you. So it stops being a you problem, starts to be a company problem. And that's where it lands in the free bucket, and then the company pays for it. So rather than you having paid corporation tax on it to probably take it out as a dividend, which you got taxed on as well, now the company's paying for it, getting a corporation tax deduction, and you're not paying any dividend tax on it. So that's just a good example of a free bond. Then we move down into the cheap area, and this is where we're talking about dividends. So quite often up to about £50,000 a year, you can take dividends out at 8.75% of the time recording. Now, whether you want it or not, this is a use it or lose it allowance. So quite frequently tell people, look, please do use it. If you put the paperwork in at the right time, you can declare that dividend and get taxed on it in this tax year. Whether you wanted the money or not, you just earmark it in the accounts for later. And then when we get to the bottom, this is the bit where it starts to get a bit more technical and a bit more clever. And we're looking at things for the efficient side, where it's things like, could we split our income between a significant other we share finances with in the house, stereotypically husband and wife? Could we rearrange the shareholding to allow that to happen really well? Could my significant other work in the business for a bit and be paid a salary which becomes corporation tax deductible? Is there an opportunity to use my director's loan account to loan myself some money for a short period of time? Sometimes there's a good scenario where that works across 2 tax years, but do be careful with that one because it can cost you money if you get it wrong. And they're just some basics. Once you start to move into this green area, that's where the complicated stuff goes. But for you, even if you don't have an accountant, you can do a lot of research like you're doing now and get quite a few of these things sorted yourself. But as you move down the funnel and as you move across the funnel, that's where it starts to get a bit more complex, and you might want to seek somebody who's really good at doing those bits. But start today on the, is it a you problem or a company problem? Is it a you problem or a company problem? You want it to be a company problem. So think about all the expenses when you're out buying it. When you're out buying dinner, think, is this a business discussion? Could this be entertainment? Could it be an annual function? If you buy some random thing, is it an office expense? Is it something known as a trivial benefit? Look up that one, it's good. If you're running a home office and you're out doing your shopping, are you putting through reasonable canteen expenses like your fruit or your meal? You know, and all these kind of things are in that top of that funnel in the free part, and they really can add up and they do make a difference. So when you're out and about, think, is it a you problem? Is it a company problem? And if you've got an accountant already, check with them and they will absolutely have their own thoughts. And if you haven't, do more of this, do some research.